Ayan, welcome to Coaching Think Talk. I am Coach Orvyl from Life Coach Philippines, and this is Coaching for Courageous Living. So this coaching conversation is for individuals that are doubtful, that highly doubtful, no, but and now they're saying yes to themselves towards living courageously. And my mission is to help individuals terrified of uncertainties to understand and overcome their fears from their experiences to the life that they really desire for the longest time, really able to live outside typical. So magandang umaga po sa inyong lahat. So this is Saturday morning and yes, mas lagi sa inyo nagme-merienda, coffee out, coffee, pandesal no, sa Sabadong umaga po na to. And yan, really inviting you to really join me for this conversation. I really believe na napaka-timely itong topic natin this morning. Okay, so thank you for joining me live today and please leave your digital footprints by letting us know where you are coming from today. So please do tag a friend and circulate this video to help us reach more individuals who might be in need of what I'll be sharing for this session. So you may also give some shout outs to people you want to greet and reach out with some inspiring messages. So if you're new, if you're watching this on a replay, please comment hashtag replay. Ngayon po, comment na po kayo hashtag replay. It's totally okay, baby. Napanood niyo po itong Facebook Live na to after a week, a month, a year. That's totally okay. Comment na po kayo hashtag replay and then what's on your mind. Share your thoughts. This is very, very safe space, okay? And I'm streaming via Facebook page of Life Coach Philippines and YouTube channel Coach AI Connects. If you're new to our platform, please like, follow, and subscribe. Ayan. So, I'm Coach Orvyl from I'm a certified co-actively co-create life coach certified and I'm also a mental health coach. Also I'm a full-time software senior software engineer right now. I'm a back-end specialist. So any programmers out there na nandito na also shout out to you all, no. And I'm also a master builder apprentice of Master Coach A and we build thrive as we help you unstoppable dream come true. And also currently I'm the founder and creator of Programmer Ko at Salamangkero. Nasabi ko nga po kanina that I'm a senior software engineer. So this Facebook group that I'm talking about is for highly technical people who really wanted to start speaking and really start teaching because for the longest time, no, we always talk to our computer. We thrive in our profession, really working alone. But then baka dumating yung point sa buhay mo that why not maybe this is the time for me to show up, maybe show up, to really start leading, start speaking, start teaching what I've learned for the longest time. But how? So if that's you and dun ka sa point ng buhay mo right into that type of conversation sa sarili, programmer ako at Salabangkero is for you. Also, I'm the founder and creator of From Shyness to Shyness coaching community. So this Facebook group is also for individuals who is now ready to take action. Instead, ito yung mga tao na pagod na mag-daydream kung ano ba itsura nila ano ba itsura nila pag naging confident sila and really speaking up, maging confident sila sa sarili nila in front of other people, di ba? Like you feel so comfortable about yourself. If you're tired of just really imagining that and you wanted to start taking action, join me inside From Shyness to Shyness coaching community. And I 2018 I started my journey as a certified life coach, di ba? Kahit hanggang po ngayon kasi full-time software engineer pa rin ako, but 2018 I started my journey as a certified life coach. And since then, my mission and really my heart is really help someone to build that confidence that he or she's been looking for, to really build that courage to live outside typical. I always call this outside typical because ano lang, the other term of that is comfort zone. How can we go outside comfort zone? Because we wanted to do, we wanted to make our dreams come true, unstoppable dream to become a reality. But then the number one hindrance is we are staying inside our comfort zone or we cannot let go of our typical, even though alam natin gusto ko nang bitawan tong gusto ko maging totoo yung dream ko, but then I'm so challenged in really letting go of the comfort that I have. If that's you, let's have a conversation. Let's understand what are you fearful most. Okay. Ayan. So, and good morning po, Coach Sean. And good morning po, Coach Sean. So, This Saturday morning, our lineup ng coaching TikTok, me 10 a.m. Coaching for Courageous Living, and then mamayang 2 p.m. naman po si Master Coach Hasmin for coaching for frontliners, and 4 p.m. naman po si Coach Juan naman coaching for moms in transition. So always invite your friends, your loved ones, share our Facebook, itong link ng live natin. Lalo kung yung sa tingin niyo makaka-connect sa topic natin this morning. Eh ano nga ba yung topic natin this morning? How to release guilt. And if you think someone really needs this topic, how to release guilt, like for the longest time, no, we are really suffering from the feeling of guilt of the things that happened in the past, the things that we did, and you wanted to know, or really that person wanted to start living a new life. For example, share this link to that person, no, and let's start really promoting healing at this very moment, Saturday morning. And good morning po, Ate Coach Lacey. Ayan. So, let's start our topic. Usually I have this press mat though, but this morning I'm really inviting you. Let's listen. Let's have a conversation. Pakinggan niyo po ako, and then no, kapag meron kayo biglang na-realize, comment nyo lang agad. Babalikan po natin yan. Okay? So, how to release guilt? Bakit ba natin pinag-uusapan tong guilt na to? So, this is coaching for courageous living. And oftentimes, in our journey to becoming more courageous, maging matapang, kung sino man tayo, like we start to care less of what others might say and really care more of who you are and what you really wanted to be along the journey. You start, no? We are not really perfect. And darating yung point na magkakamali, now we start to really doubt ourselves. Pag nagkamali tayo, may kita natin, there are things na nagawa ako na nakakahiya. And I feel guilty about it. Maybe may nasaktan tayong tao along the way. So, how can we release yung guilt na yun? Ano bang meron sa guilt na yun? And why do I really need to release it? Because guilt is the feeling of responsibility or remorse for some offense, whether real or imagined. We are oftentimes shackled of what happened in the past, yung mga ikinahihiya natin nangyari in the past, the things na sana hindi sana nangyari pero nangyari, and we are really punishing ourselves with the feeling of guilt because we believe that deserve natin yung dapat maparusahan, dapat pinagsisisihan natin yung bagay na yun. However, that guilt really turns you into a regret or shame really leads you to higher level of stress and anxiety at this very moment in your life. It also paralyzes you to move forward. And worse, it really decreases and really hitting your self-confidence and your self-worth. Your tatawag nilang how much you value yourself. So this is the morning that I really believe someone out there, you specifically, if you're connecting, it is time for you to heal and really free yourself from this guilt. So, no matter what, if you're agreeing, comment lang po kayo, #agree. No matter how you look at it, guilt is never a pleasant emotion. Darating yung time that meron pa paano yung guilt, di ba? It's really an emotion, may message siya. But it's not really that pleasant if we keep tolerating yung guilt na yan, it will paralyze you, it will make you so anxious, it makes you not really demotivated, at the bottom line, it really removes your self-confidence and your self-esteem. And life, even though it's so beautiful, you seems to see it not that beautiful. Okay? So, 6 item lang to. I'm going to share to you 6 items, 6 steps actually on how to release your guilt right now. Like, how can you start the process of really overcoming the guilt and really start living the life that you want. So, first point, explore your feeling of guilt. What does it mean? Gain an immediate clarification about the feeling of guilt and its meaning, because it is really critical na kailangan natin intindihin yung feeling of guilt, saan ba nanggagaling yung guilt na to, because minsan talaga hindi talaga clear eh. Like we just into that feeling or emotion of, yeah, I feel guilty, pero how much do you really understand yung guilt na yon? First, this is the first step, you really need to ask yourself, what am I feeling guilty about? Saan ba nanggagaling tong guilt na to? And what do I gain by feeling guilty? You really need to be brutally honest about yourself. Saan na nga ba ulit ako nagigilty talaga? Saan ba nanggagaling to? What does it say? It's really a moment of pause, being intentional, with really making things clear. Because, again, no, sinabi natin ang definition of guilt, it is the feeling of remorse for some offense, whether real or imagined. Baka minsan, naging result siya ng imagination natin. And what does it even mean? One example in my case is I have this no maybe I have this guilt of hurting someone. And then along the way no minsan nafi-feel natin na kahit isang galaw natin parang nahi-hurt ko agad yung tao, parang gano'n, 'di ba? And then kahit walang clear na connection dun sa ginagawa mo right now, na i-associate mo siya na parang nakakasakit ka pa rin ng ibang tao. And that's where we can categorize yung sitwasyon na yun na imagine. So ask yourself, what am I feeling guilty about? What do I gain by feeling guilty? Okay? And yun, like really having the clarity about about the feeling and what transpired that really led you to feeling guilt is very important process. So more clarity, gaining a more clarity kung saan siya nanggagaling, means more understanding of what needs to be done the next few steps. Yeah. Okay. If you're connecting, comment ako yung hashtag replay. Um, again, mababalikan namin siya. No, like maybe you watch this after a week, a month, a year. That doesn't matter. What matters most, you were able to express what's on your mind, ask question, and we'll get back to you dun sa moment. I mean, we'll get back to your question. Also, we have certified life coaches right now watching. And maybe if you're watching, hindi pa comfortable makapag-share or makapag-express, that's totally okay. Inviting you to get your pen and get your paper, express nyo lang po dun yung mga sagot na nakahagip ng utak mo sa mga questions. Okay? So step number 2, accept that things can't be changed. Ouch, 'di ba? Like even though kahit balik-balik na rin natin talaga things aren't changing. Or what should I say? Hindi talaga magbabago yung nangyari na. Emphasize that the past cannot be changed. Even though how much you indulge in the feeling of guilt, it is impossible to time travel and change it. Like kahit sobra tayong nagwawallow in that feeling of guilt, nasaktan ko siya, nagkamali ako, kaya yung nangyari in the past. Even though how much you really indulge into it, past is past. Past won't change. And we inviting you at this very moment to really start accepting. Help yourself to free from that guilt because it won't change anything. And instead, go out from it and really accept the fact that it happened and what can you do next. Complete this statement. This is how I'm feeling and I accept that yung blank. And what is it that you're accepting right now? Accept the feeling of guilt and what are you accepting? No? For example, this is how I feel right now. I feel so guilty, but I accept that I hurt that person yesterday and that won't be changed. Into that, in that awareness. Kailangan nating isettle sa brain natin ano yung mga clear cuts na yan. You must be in full acceptance that the feeling of guilt exists and the only way to correct them is to move forward. And speaking of moving forward, step number 3 is really helping yourself to imagine new possibilities. Imagine new possibilities. That's step number 3. Start envisioning new things, new possibilities, the opportunities that you have. And here, I'm really inviting you to be more radical. Di ba yung step 1 natin, you explore the feeling of guilt. Alam nyo kung saan siya nanggagaling. Naintindahan natin siya kung ano yung nag-cause. And then step number 2 is accept that things can't be changed. Nangyari ito, pero hindi ko na siya mababago kahit sobra akong nafi-feel guilty at this very moment. I'm indulging myself and really punishing myself, feeling guilty. It won't change. So step number 3, imagine new possibilities for you to start moving forward in vision. and have the solution-focused mindset. Ano ba meaning ng solution-focused mindset? Being radical, ano ba yung mga naging problema, what are the things that I really need to do, and really have a laser focus and really executing yung mga plans. Like for example, I always get the example of maybe you've hurt someone before and you are feeling guilty about it. What are the possibilities that you have right now? Na-acknowledge mo na siya. Maybe you start to see, I hurt that person, pero alam ko masama yung ginawa ko. And what can I do right now? Para hindi na ulit mangyari yung bagay na yan. You are becoming more radical. What are the things? Alam mo yun, yung parang tinatanggap mo yung mga facts. Nakasakit, what can I do? What I've learned? What can I put into my system para hindi na ulit ako makasakit ng tao the same way that I hurt that person. Ask yourself, what's positive about what happened? Always remember, when you say solution focused, may natutunan ka, you have that learning, and that's positive. Try to unravel, really be brutally honest, yun yung natutunan. Yeah, we are not really disregarding na hindi ka nakasakit. Nakasakit tayo ng tao, you feel guilty about it, but then there's this positive na area dun sa nangyari na yun. And really find that, how else can you view the situation? Find that lens. Baka nakafocus tayo dun sa feeling of guilt, nakafocus tayo dun sa kasakit tayo. Why not revisit some other lens as well? What's the bigger picture? Nangyari itong sitwasyon na to, meaning I can be better tomorrow. Meaning I can be more compassionate tomorrow. Meaning kapag nakamit ulit ako ng tao na nasaktan ko kahapon, I will be able to help him or her far better kung paano ko na-treat yung tao before. I'm getting that example of able to hurt someone. Oftentimes, actually, yung guilt rin, kapag you failed at some point, you failed to do something that you define na magiging successful ka. For example, a business. And you feel na nag-fail yung business, and then you start to feel guilty about it. Dapat di ko na sinimulan yung business to. Ang dami ko pang naaberya ibang tao. Di ba yung nagkutong tayo? Be radical at this point. Imagine your possibilities. Because the point of, the really yung point ng step number 4 natin is really eliminating yung toxic thoughts. May mga nailagay na tayo mga toxic thoughts, of course, in our brain that is really hindering us to see how beautiful life is. Life is not perfect. Me, myself is not perfect. You yourself is not perfect. And what makes it worse if we keep allowing tong mga toxic thoughts na to, which is really hindering you to move forward. Which is, by the way, you can really move forward. Kaya andito tayo pinag-usapan natin tong how to release yourself from guilt. Okay. So, step number 4. Start taking control to make things better. Yan yung step 4 natin. So, what has happened, but there are things that can be improved in the situation. May nangyari in the past, it happened, but it doesn't mean na wala ka pwedeng gawin ngayon. Yun yung ini-emphasize natin. There are things that can be done at this very moment, itong present moment mo, that can really make your situation improve. Time to identify what are the things that in control. So ask yourself, what's within your control and what can you do to make things better? You've learned something, ano yung parang ano yung step action, ano yung action step mo para maiwasan mo ulit yung feeling guilty, para maiwasan mo yung mga something na nagawa mo in the past that is really hindering you to move forward right now. Take at least one positive step forward. You can be better in the present moment. Let's be mindful. Pag sinabi na lang mindful, being at the present, you are not living in the past with all the shame and guilt, and you are not living in the future that you are starting to feel so anxious kasi hindi mo alam kung ano yung mangyayari. You are in control at this very moment. The way you respond. Right now, you're listening to me. This is your present, and you're taking accountability and responsibility for yourself because you wanted to start healing. Something that you really need to celebrate. You're taking control of what you can control. You're responding. And what are the beautiful next response that you can really give as you keep living at the moment. Step number 5, learn from your experience. The feeling of guilt, na sabi ko kanina, it's really, every emotion, meron niyang mensahe. And that guilt, hindi naman yan agad kalaban eh. Alam mo yun, yung parang kapag you start to feel guilty, you really hate that feeling. Harapin natin siya. What does it say? Ano ba yung sinasabi ng guilt na yan? Because emotions are carrier of messages. May sinasabi sila. Learn from experience and lay better path. Permit yourself to learn from your behavior. What behavior, what pattern na meron ka na inalaw sa sarili mo that led you in feeling guilty right now? Ask yourself, what can I learn from this feeling of guilt and how can I do things differently the next time you are confronted with similar situation? Again, this talks about how to banish negative self-talk. The feeling of guilt, ang pinakaunang nangyayari talaga, you start to talk negatively about yourself. I'm not enough. Ang dami kong ginawang kapalpakan kahapon. Like people are better than me. You start to have that conversation. Napag-iiwanan ako. Or tomorrow, parang pangarap na lang. Like hanggang imagine na lang ako at hindi talaga magiging totoo yung mga pangarap ko for tomorrow. Because these are the things happened in me. Start to really eliminate this negative self-talk. Yes, it's not like one time, big time, after mo ako napanood, mawawala na siya. No. But have that intentionality to really diminish one negative self-talk at a time. Try to improve. It's really an action. Try to write. Try to really breathe and really say that's not true. Challenge your negative self-talk. You keep telling yourself you're not enough. Would you say if you're enough? What is enough to you? Maybe because yung negative self-talk, baka yan na yung pattern na meron ka. And really, be brutally honest, how your negative self-talk helping your life right now to live the life that you really wanted? Learn from your experience, find the pattern, eliminate negative self-talk. So that's step number 5. And last step, release your feelings of guilt. From being aware, being clear kung ano saan nanggagaling yung guilt, from accepting na hindi talaga magbabago yung mga nangyari in the past. Let's accept that. From allowing yourself to see new possibilities, to start taking control and really identifying the things that in control sa part mo and really learning from your experience. Step number 6 talks about release your feelings of guilt. You must have taken responsibility and search for solution. Umabot ka sa step 6, ibig sabihin, meron ka ng ginawang mga steps, nagkaroon ka na ng mga awareness, acceptance. Step number 6, you already set up plans at napatawad mo na yung sarili mo. You must have laid down plans to prevent you from feeling guilt. And step number 6 talks about moment of pause. Sit down, uupo ka talaga and really close your eyes and do breathing. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Like, alam mo yung mag-inhale ka talaga, like from your nose, inhale mo siya, and then slowly exhale sa mouth mo and really envisioning you are releasing the guilt. You've done all the steps that you need that made you feel you deserve to be free from that guilt. You're not perfect. May mga nasaktan tayo in the past, may mga kapalpakan tayong ginawa in the past, but it doesn't mean that we can no longer have that very beautiful life that we really wanted. Release the guilt. And maybe if you're thinking, parang ang hirap mag-release ng guilt, parang walang kasiguraduhan, hindi yan sure. Just start doing. Trust the process. And if you're thinking, yeah, kailangan ko i-reach yung guild, but how? If you still find the challenge, totally okay. And here's a recommendation that I can really share. Talk to a certified life coach. Join us in Life Coach Philippines. Join us in Coach A coaching community. During this pandemic, most likely you felt isolated, being working alone, working from home, mag-isa, and things, no? Like, ang dami mo naiisip, and then you maybe then you start reflecting ano yung mga nagawa mo in the past, and you start to feel that guilt, and you don't even know whom to talk to or whom to express to. Well, here's Life Coach Philippines, coaching community. Here's our tribe. Here's me. Let's have a conversation. Have that vacation from perfection. Allow yourself. Be less than perfect. Forgive yourself in the things that happened because you're forgiven. You are forgiven. So as I end this conversation, let me invite you to be part of what we're doing as an organization of professional certified life coaches. So if you're new, if you are not yet, I should say, a member of having a smart holder of e-learning e-card and you are still missing all the perks that we enjoy, today is the best time to take action. So connect with Coach Giselle to 0917-586-1661 to join the B-Learning Society, the 10th maker of B-Learning homes for mental fitness. So enjoy 5% food and beverage discount from Decaf Coffee Republic and get full access to Mental Model Masterclass by Master Coach A happening every fourth Saturday of the month, plus benefit from the 90-minute free coaching session with senior coaches from Life Coach Philippines. So save the date on November 27 at 7 p.m. for our next Mental Model Masterclass. Master Coach A will teach about Jeff Bezos' Mental Model Mastery. So yan, especially yung mga kasama kong IT programmers, we really know Jeff Bezos is. Let's meet on this very beautiful masterclass. Pag-aralan natin kung ano ba yung mental model na meron si Jeff Bezos. So for more information and registration assistance, connect with Coach Giselle to 0917-586-1661. And for individuals po naman who intend to embark on a journey of becoming a certified life coach, Master Coach A offers co-actively co-create life coach certification program. So this is a CPD accredited course with 40 credit units. So CPD is all about learning new things or refreshing your knowledge by doing new things. And this makes CACC Life Coach Certification Program the perfect track for continuing professional development. So life coaching is a 21st century learning experience that is empowering professionals to enhance their skills in multiple domains and thereby increasing the relevance in increasingly complex workplace. So CACC course includes a 21-day web-based learning, a 3-day live coaching bootcamp with Master Coach A, a 3-day live business bootcamp with senior coaching team. Sa program package also comes with many other bonuses. So connect with Coach Giselle 0917-586-1661 to discover the opportunities waiting for you in this profession. So do join us for another coaching conversation later with Master Coach Jasmine for coaching for frontliners. 2 p.m. po yan. And Coach Joanna po naman for coaching for moms in transition mamaya pong 4 p.m. So once again, this is Coach Orvyl from Life Coach Philippines for Coaching Think Talk. Coaches like us think and talk like this. This is SAS in the Philippines. Love Bang Boom. Coach Orville signing off. Bye-bye.